Hey there, heroes! It's Michelle Lewis here, and I'm excited to invite you to join my Patreon. I wanted to tell you quickly about energy healing, some of the benefits, and what the three different tiers are. Before I get started on some of that, let me tell you a really fast tip that you can use in your life, and it's what would it take? It's one of my favorite questions of all times, and my favorite example of this is when I was looking at my messy pantry closet and thinking, I need this clean. I don't have the energy to do it right now. I have so much going on. I can't get it done. And so I asked, what would it take to get this closet cleaned? I didn't say it out loud. I just said it in my mind. And I didn't tell anybody that I did that. The very next day, without any warning, my mom cleaned out that closet. It was kind of surreal. Really cool. So it was super fast, super simple. Sometimes I get an idea when I ask the question. Sometimes the idea seems totally unrelated, like go to bed or go for a walk. Sometimes that's a little frustrating, but by the time I've gone to bed or woken up in the next morning, I have the idea, this answer, the solution. So you ask that question, and if you hear something or you get a response, you follow it. Sometimes it just opens up the energy. So that's my quick tip. And let me tell you a little bit about energy work. I use my mind's eye, thoughts that come in my head, things that I hear, sometimes things that are going on around. If I feel like anxious about it or resistance, I use all of those different cues to help me interpret the energy, to find the solutions and change the energy, clear up the vibration. There's a lot of intention involved, a lot of imagination involved, but it's amazing what it does and how much it clears things up. I absolutely love it when people say, hey, I actually cleaned up in that room that we did energy work on. Or I started deep cleaning my house or decluttering my house. I've been trying and I wasn't getting it. Now I'm doing it. It is so much fun to hear those kind of answers. And I always work not only on the home but also on the people, because we are aligned with everything we create in our lives. So if I have a lot of clutter, there's some part of me inside that is somehow aligned with it. Maybe it's a deep little small part of you, but something about you aligned with the place that you're at. It's aligned with the mess that you're in, the relationships you're in, the money situations you're in. Some part of you is always aligned with that. And so when I do energy work, I work on the home and I work on the people in the home or the person coming to me. I only work on other people with their express permission. I can work on the family energy if it's the energy that the family else shares, which is never directly on that person without their expressed permission. Okay, just want to clear that up. I do not cross boundaries. Okay, so quickly, and let me tell you a quick story. I was having some issues with some neighbors. I had a situation that happened, and my home was just filled with negative energy, and I didn't know how to take care of it because as fast as I was trying to clear it, it was coming in. So I turned to a friend who also can tune into the energy, and she told me what she received, and she saw an opening in the backyard, and that was allowing all this energy to come in. So I was able to close it up and clear up the energy, and then I looked inside of myself, what was going on. I believed God didn't have my back, and I saw that my aura was actually either non-existent or weak in the back. So I was able to clear that up. I cleared up the home, and I cleared up everything. So here's the fun part about this. For years, our back fence had been falling over, and it was frustrating, but it was never a priority, and I really didn't know what to do about it anyway. So for years, our back fence was falling over. Our neighborhood decided to do a service blitz, and a couple of days after doing my healing, they asked if they could do our yard. And within a week of the healing, they came over and they repaired that back fence so that it was no longer falling over. How amazing that I did energy on the backyard and on my back, and they came and fixed the back fence. Isn't that so cool? So that is what energy work can do for you. Sometimes it doesn't work as easily because we have layers. So depending on which layers, some layers, the obvious results are not as obvious. Sometimes the change is so dramatic, it's really obvious. Sometimes it's a little more subtle. Sometimes it's maybe how you respond differently to something, and you may or may not even realize it. It's pretty cool. But no matter what, there are layers that are being taken off until eventually, if you have the right healers, I always try to go as deep as I possibly can, but the energy will only allow so much to go. So I can't always go as deep as I want, but I love going in deep and getting the whole thing if I can. Okay, so that's a little tidbit. I am linking down the video that I did for the month of June 2020, and which also included the first week of June. I combined a couple of healing sessions for that and posting it on my YouTube channel for everybody to see and participate. So you can go check out what a session looks like before you decide if that's what you want to do. If you already know you want to join, that's cool too. So I have 3 tiers on my Patreon. The lowest tier costs $11, and you get the monthly healing session every single month. And there's a community chat. I'm excited to see what the community chat will turn out to be, because it hasn't evolved yet. I'm excited to see what that will be as it creates and grows. It's so exciting. So you'll get that monthly chat, or that monthly session for joining the basics. So you're basically paying $11 a month to have a session every month on your home to support you in clearing out the energy and to living a better life. If you join the middle tier, you get that same monthly session and you get a weekly session every week. The weekly sessions, I feel like, are going to go much deeper. They're going to deal with this smaller period of time, specific areas of your home, specific intentions in your life. So it's going to get a little deeper and be more supportive to you. That's going to cost $44. You get one every week plus the monthly one. So you get like 5 or 6 sessions depending on the month, because however many weeks are in the month. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm excited to see that. I think that is going to make a huge difference in your home, in your life, and help you to really get your home cleaned up and really help you be the hero of your own home. Okay, and then the final tier is so that you can have all of that plus a private session with me. And what happens when I do a private session, I tune into the energy and I type out notes on a PDF while I'm doing the session, and I send it to you. So we'd have a discussion beforehand of what's bothering you. It could be something specific in your home, or it could have nothing to do with your home. The great thing about a private session is it can be about your body, it can be about your relationships, your money, your health. It doesn't have to be about your home. Also, say you have a child or a pet that has some needs, or somebody else that can give me that permission. You can gift your private session to somebody else if you'd like. Or if you're having a child that has problems, we can use that session on your child or things like that. So the private session is very open. There is a possibility that we can discuss if you really want to have a video session, which is kind of healing and coaching together. That's what happens in the video sessions. They cost more money, so we would talk about what it would take to upgrade if you wanted. Okay, so that covers the 3 tiers. Oh, that one was $88. So you get all of the sessions plus a private session for $88. Pretty awesome if you ask me. I'm excited to do this. I want you guys to take a moment, take some deep breaths so you can get yourself centered and grounded. Really feel into your body and notice where it's sitting or standing or whatever you're doing. Really feel your body. Feel your clothes on your body. And then you're going to notice if your body is expanding or contracting, if it feels light or if it feels heavy. You're going to be noticing that. So pay attention. Is joining my Patreon right for you? And if it is right for you, then you will feel light and you will feel expanded. And this is for right now. So is it right for you right now? And if it is not, you will feel heavy and contracted, and that's okay. Maybe you can think of somebody to share it with. And thank you for your interest. If you do get that joining this Patreon is right for you, use that same technique to decide which tier you are would be best for you. That light or heavy, and kind of tune into each one. Does it feel light or heavy to do tier 1? Light or heavy to do tier 2? Light or heavy to do tier 3? And you can use that same technique for anything you have to make a decision for. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so there you guys have it. Like I said, I will link the video for the healing session in the cards up and below, so that you can check it out and see if it's something that you want. If it's past the time for like the intention of the healing, you may not feel the results. You might a little bit, but at least you'll kind of see what I do, and you can decide if that's right for you. I do have a session on my other channel that I will probably link as well, because that one is set that everybody who watches it, no matter when they watch it or how many times they watch it, will get benefits. It's not specifically about the house, but it gives you an idea of what I do, and then you can feel the changes. So I'll link that one as well. Okay, thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. Remember, you too can be a hero in your home.